In this video, I just want to shortly explain the function browser. In MATLAB, we have a lot of functions available to us, and that's one of the main features of MATLAB. You know, other people have written solutions to complex problems, and as a result, we can now use these solutions in MATLAB to help us solve our problems. Further on in the course, we're going to be learning how to write our own functions, but for now, I just want to show you this function browser. Yeah, you get it from help, function browser. And, you know, in some of the labs we've done, there's algorithms that we've asked you to write, and that, to put it blankly, a lot of the algorithms that we're getting you to write are rather simple, and they're problems that have been tackled before, and there's elegant solutions available for us. So, rather than every time you have a problem, and rather than reinventing the wheel, something you should be mindful of is that there might already be a MATLAB function that someone's written, okay? And you can actually look in this function browser with some keywords related to what sort of problem you're trying to solve, okay? So instead of reinventing the wheel, let's have a look at what other existing functions are out there for us to use, and why not use them, okay? So, for example, if I want to look, if I have a bunch of numbers, and they're all decimals, and for some reason if I want to use integers, I'm going to have to introduce some sort of rounding. So I could write my function, I could write a script myself to do it. So I'd have to sit down, plan it out, write it out how I do it on paper, and then translate it to MATLAB. But instead, what I can actually do is, go to the function browser. Okay, I have numbers, but I actually want to make integers. How do I make integers? So I've typed in the word integer, and up comes a bunch of functions related to integers. And if I put my mouse over each one, you can't see it, it's actually come off the side of the screen. But if you put your mouse over each one, actually I might be able to move this, there we go. If you put your mouse over one, a little box comes up over here, and it explains to us what the function's doing. Alright, so it looks like what we want is round. Okay, so we want to round a value x to the nearest integer. That sounds about right. So yeah, let's use that function. And okay, instead of rewriting a whole other one. Another thing I can do if I wanted to use something with a polynomial, that's a pretty common thing. So let's just type in polynomial. Okay, so a lot of results have come up related to polynomials. So let's have a look. So polynomial with these roots, and that's how we construct a polynomial. This is how we can find the roots or the zeros of a polynomial. We can find the derivative. We can find the exact value of a polynomial. And so in this video, all I want you to remember is that up in help, there's a function browser. I just clicked the wrong thing. I don't want to do that. There's a function browser, and you should really make use of it. So if you have an idea of something you want to do, but you can't quite think about what the exact MATLAB command might be to do it, odds are if you type in some keywords up in here, your result is probably going to come up, and there's a bunch of helpful functions in here that I encourage you to use. Alright.